Good morning, boys and girls. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Um, Missing you all today. Mrs. Thorsby is still figuring out video recording, so this should be fun. Today, we're going to look at our reading passage for the day, which is called Something New for Gina. So, what I'm going to do is flip my screen over to that passage. So, if you would like to follow along with me, the title is Something New for Gina. Read to see what Gina learns at the picnic. Tonight was the Nolan Street picnic. We have one every year. Everyone takes one dish of food, then you go along the table and wonder what to try because some of it looks sort of unusual. Gina, don't you want some of this salad? It has raisins in it. Mom never gives up. No thanks, Mom. I took some apple slices for my salad. I took other safe things, such as potato salad and baked beans. Then my dad came up all of a sudden. Gina, try this pizza. It's great, he said. Before I could say anything, he popped a piece into my mouth. Hey, Dad, this isn't pizza. Ah, but it is. It's fruit pizza, he said, grinning. I asked for another piece. Then I asked Mrs. Taylor for the recipe. Okay, so our comprehension questions are going to be on the following page. Now, anytime we do comprehension work, boys and girls, we always need to, sorry, I'm really figuring out how to make you see this well under the document camera while it looks backwards for me, so this is a little silly. Explain how the Nolan Street picnic works. So the idea here, boys and girls, is that we're always going back in the text to find the evidence. Remember, people like lawyers look for evidence in a case. They look for something to prove that something is true. So we do the same things as readers. We look for evidence. So the question is, explain how the Nolan Street picnic works. So if I go back to the passage, I'm looking at how does it work? And the question, what that kind of means is like, how does it tend to go? So tonight was the Nolan Street picnic. We have one every year. Everyone takes one dish of food, then you go along the table and you wonder what to try. Okay, so it looks like this is the type of picnic where everyone takes a dish of food, then you go along the table and you try things, right? So it's the type of picnic where everyone goes, they bring a dish to pass, and then you go along and you get to choose what you want. So if I go back to my comprehension page, explain how the Nolan Street picnic works. Okay, still figuring out my camera. Here we go. I would say something like everyone brings a dish to pass, then everyone can try many things. So what I just did, boys and girls, is I went back in the text and I found evidence to prove my answer. I didn't just make up an answer. I didn't just think, oh, how do most picnic works? You just bring food and you eat it, right? I had to go back into the text and see. So let's do that with one more example. Who do you think made the fruit pizza? So let's see if there's any clues in the text that can help us to figure out who made the fruit pizza. So I'm going to go kind of to the area where they talk about the fruit pizza. So I'm like in paragraph 4. Gina, try this pizza. It's great, he said. Before I could say anything, he popped a piece into my mouth. Hey, Dad, this isn't pizza. Ah, but it is. It's fruit pizza, he said, grinning. I asked for another piece. Now, here's the part that we're going to think is the clue. Then I asked Mrs. Taylor for the recipe. Now, if Mrs. Taylor has the recipe, who made the fruit pizza? It must be Mrs. Taylor, right? So when I go back into my questions, who made the fruit pizza? Mrs. Taylor. Okay, so the idea today is that we're always going back into the text to find evidence to prove our answer is true. All right, boys and girls, I'll let you work on the rest of that on your own, and I will talk with you soon.